Good evening, students. This is Dr. Annapurna P. Patil addressing you once again to clarify the doubts on the course registration. So what I'll do in the next couple of minutes is to literally take you around the website, visiting the various links and helping you to understand how to download the registration form and then go ahead with filling the details. So give me a minute. I'll start sharing my screen. So as informed in the morning, you'll have to visit the msrit.edu/2020 website, and you can see this portal exactly as shown in the screen. You have the regulations, the first semester BE syllabus, the online induction program schedule, as well as the registration of the courses. I am here this evening once again to clarify the process of the registration of course. So what you do is, once you type in msrit.edu/2020, you go to this link which tells registration of the course and then click on that. So once you click on that, this particular screen which is uploading, you'll be able to see at your terminals or desktops or laptops. It's very important to know that these are the list of email IDs of your respective departments. For example, the architecture department, the email ID is department_dept_ar@msrit.edu. Similarly, the various other email IDs of the departments of biotech, chemical, computer science, and so on are printed exactly as you are able to see on the screen. So please remember, once you finish the registration, you will have to send the form to these department email IDs. So the next slide is showing that the first semester students who are new entrants to MS Rama Institute of Technology have been grouped as physics cycle as well as the chemistry cycle. In the physics cycle, we have all the students who have taken up the branches of computer science, electronics, IT, CH, that is chemical, ML, medical electronics, and information science. And in the chemistry cycle, we have mechanical engineering, IEM, telecommunications, civil, electrical, and biotech. Okay, so two cycles have been earmarked for the fresh entrants, the physics cycle and the chemistry cycle. These are the group of students who are under the physics cycle and the group of students who are under the chemistry cycle. Now what happens is, the next down the line, you understand that the students of computer science, electronics and communication, IT, chemical, ML and IS have been classified again further into groups 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, the students who are with mechanical, IM, TC and so on are under the groups 4, 5 and 6. Now you can see in the next slide, computer science and engineering students will be with the group A and B, the section A and B, but they will be under group 1. Similarly, electronics and instrumentation, that is EI, will be section E, but again they will be in group 1. Similarly, students who have taken up electronics and communication are actually in section C and D, but they belong to group 2. Chemical engineering, which is CH, is with section F, and again it belongs to group 2. Similarly, you have medical electronics and engineering, it is usually termed as ML, information science and engineering, mechanical engineering, which is termed as ME, industrial engineering and management, and so on. So students, you need to understand your various branches and the section you belong to. But you have to also understand each of these sections are grouped under group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. My next slide tells that you have two cycles, the physics cycle, the list of subjects. They are listed as engineering, mathematics, physics, mechanical and so on. The screen is quite clear with its titles, course title here, the course code here and the serial number, and the teaching department. Also, it is listing the lectures, the tutorials and the practical credits. So if you take engineering mathematics 1, you have 3:1:0. That is 3 lecture credits, 1 tutorial credit, which sums up to 4 credits. And you have a contact hours of 5 because every tutorial class is of 2 hours. Okay, so hope you're getting this. The credit summation is different and the contact hours are different. Do not worry of the contact hours now. What you will have to enter in the registration form is only the total number of credits. So when you are in the physics cycle, this is what you will have to write in your registration form. This is the credit 3:1:0, which is totaling up to 4. Similarly, physics, mechanical, and so on. Now you come down to chemistry cycle. You can see the same thing with the different subjects. You have the list of course titles, course code, the serial number, the teaching departments, which you need not enter in the course, say, registration form. But what is important here again is your credits, which are termed as 3:1, which is 4 credits, and the contact hours 5. Now this is about the physics and chemistry cycle. We also have students join for B.Arch. So there you'll have to enter this list as the course registration details. These are your subjects, again the code and the serial number, and this is a credit which has to be written down into your course registration form. Okay. Now what you'll have to do, you'll have to click on the registration form download link. You can see my cursor on the screen. Just click on that. Once you click on that, this is what happens. Your registration form opens up. Please save the registration form on the desktop. So go ahead, save it like this. Once you save it on the desktop, go ahead and take the printout of this registration form, and you will have to enter all the details of the subjects, subject code, serial number, credits, section, and group, as I'll show in the next 2 slides. So come back here. I have 2 samples for the students for better understanding. So if I come back to the physics cycle, you can see a dummy registration form is entered by me. The name of the student here, I have taken a sample. This is the physics cycle. The student name, I have proposed Suresh S. Nayak. I've written his Gmail ID. I've written a dummy phone number, which is very important, where you'll enter your correct email ID and the phone number for the proctors to contact you. And the semester is 1. The term is 28/12/2020 to 31/3/2020. And you have the USN 1MS20CS001-T. -T indicates it's a temporary USN given by the institute. Okay, so this is a sample form for the students of computer science and engineering who are in the physics cycle. Okay, so I'll also show you one more sample form which I have entered, which is the chemistry cycle, where I have entered the name of the student as Annapurna P. Patil. You have the email ID and the phone number given, and the USN will be like this: 1MS20ME, okay, 001-T. And the term will be 28/12/2020 to 31/3/2020. Semester is 1, and the nature of the semester is regular, right? So I have copied down the subject names and the subject code from the website, and the total number of credits have been written as a sample for your kind understanding. The section groups are from the slide which I went through before I could download this particular registration form, and it is section J and group 4. So what you'll have to do is, it's very important to have the signature of the candidate. So once you physically take a pen and write all these details, take a picture of that and then send it across to the email IDs of your respective departments, which I have showed in my earlier slide. So once you are done with this, please put a CC to this particular email IDs. Where are the email IDs? I go back and visit the first slide. So these are the email IDs. Once you finish the entering of the forms, please send your form scanned copy of the form, scanned filled copy along with the student signature to these department IDs. Okay. Hope you have understood the registration process. If you still have any doubts, you can always reach out to us. Thank you.